everyone, it's Teacher Ophelia from Penny Pumpernickel Pants Play Care. Today we're going to be doing a craft on the letter T. T for train. If you're a pumpernickel, you'll already have your supplies in front of you. And if you're new to us, welcome. Head on over to pennypumpernickelpants.com and find your template and details to join us in this craft. Let's start. So what I'm starting with is an 8x10 template of the letter T. We're going to be using this as our track for our train. I have some pieces of black construction paper that I'm going to be using with my safety scissors. If you don't know how to use safety scissors, ask a grown-up now to help you. Otherwise, we're just going to be really, really careful when we're cutting, making sure that our fingers are not close to the blade. I'm going to hold it out here, and I'm just going to be cutting little strips like this. Now, my pieces of paper, all of them, are about the width of my T. Okay, so the depth, the width right there. So that's the size, because these ones are going to be going along like this. So let's continue to cut. I'm going to cut all of them around the same size. If some are thicker and some are thinner, don't worry. That is okay. I think I can get another one here. Be very careful when you reach the end. You don't want to hurt yourself. Last piece. I probably won't use all of these pieces, but I like to have them prepared before I start my craft so I can focus entirely on my crafting task. So now that we have the pieces done, I'm going to start gluing them on. There is no wrong side because the construction paper is the same color on both sides, so you can just glue on the pieces. And I'm going to put them right across. You can either choose to glue the little pieces or glue right on your paper today. I'll just do this. And as we're doing it, you'll notice that I'm leaving some white space in between each track, just like a real train track. If you're using white glue, remember, you don't need as much. That is beginning to look like a train track. You can see that I'm leaving them about the same space apart, but some of them are not exact, and that's okay too. We're just doing the best we can, and everything is looking really good. When I get to the top, I'm just going to switch direction. So my T goes this way now, so I'm going to put my pieces of paper like so. Sometimes they stick to your fingers. That's all right. There you go. Now some of you might be asking why I just don't put all the glue down at once, and the reason is because I might not be quick enough, and I don't want my glue to dry so that I'd have to do it again. Try not to waste my crafting materials. And besides, I just want to take my time anyways. Almost done. I do like my purple glue stick because it allows me to see where I'm gluing before I put it on. And I'm going to do one more. Oops. Perfect. Just bend them all down and give them a moment to dry. See all these extras? You can save them for another T or another craft. There we go. So that looks really good. Now that we've finished putting on our train tracks, we're going to take our safety scissors and cut out our T. Again, if you need help, ask a grown-up. Just going to make sure we are very safe and not touching our blade. Now that we've cut out our train tracks, I'm going to find a piece of paper. I have a red one and a green one. I think today I'm going to use the red one. Yeah, I'm feeling like red. You can choose whatever color you like. I'm going to take my T and put it to the wrong side. Wrong side means the one that I don't want to show the world. And I'm just going to put my glue around the edges. It is very bumpy, and that's okay. It feels funny while I'm gluing. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put it right there. Maybe just to be careful, I will pat it like this instead. There you go. That way my black pieces of railroad tie won't come off when I pat it down. That looks great. You might want to let that dry for a minute. And then we're going to take our pieces of paper. Now I have lots of colorful pieces of paper here, little ones, red, green, yellow. I think I'm going to take white squares, however, and I'm going to draw a train. Now I want to remember to keep it a little bit smaller because we want to stay with the size of the track. So I'm going to do my engine. Just doing whatever shapes come to mind. Maybe I'll put a little bit of a triangle right here with squares, my stack. Maybe I'll do a little bit of pattern on it. I'm going to have my window for my conductor. Maybe I'll even have a little window down here. It's your train. You design however you like. There we go. I'm going to make circles for my wheels. That's looking good. Now I'm going to do the same a few more times for my carriages. Simple shapes. Whatever you decide is fine. Will your train be carrying something? I'm going to put some little wheels. You can put as few or as many as you like. And I'm just going to put a little connector between my wheels, just like on a train. I like that. Maybe I'll put something inside. I don't know what it is, but it looks very full. We'll do one more. And I'm going to make it look very similar to this one. Or maybe I'll do two smaller ones. Your shapes do not have to be exact. This is a fun craft. So don't worry if it doesn't look exactly how you want it to. Just do your best. Mine is going to have some more stripes. I do love stripes. Maybe just one up here. And I'm going to put some materials. Maybe some more of this. Whatever this is. I like how that looks. Now I'm going to take my colored markers and I'm just going to color in my train. Right now you can be doing the same with markers or crayons or whatever tools you have. We're going to continue on. You do yours and we'll check back in a minute. Now that we've colored our train, we're going to take our safety scissors and cut out each of the ones we've drawn. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm just going to cut around the shape, leaving a little bit of room for safety. If your skills are better than mine, you can go back in later and cut a little bit closer. But for now, I just want to get a rough outline. last one. I really like the way the colors look on my train. I wonder what colors you used. You can always do an extra one later and change up your designs. So there we have it. We have cut out our train. Now I'm just going to take it and place it where I think I would like the pieces to go. So you can play with this for a little bit, but I think that that looks really good for me. You could also put it over here or over here if you want. You could draw another train and put them. Just make sure they don't collide. But I think for now, I'm just going to put it like that. So let's start with our engine. Putting glue on the wrong side and putting it right at the top. Maybe I'll bring it down a little bit. Going this way. A little bit more glue. And last one on the wrong side again. And I'm going to line all of my wheels. Wow, that looks really sharp. Now I did go ahead and create a little puff cloud for the top of my engine here. And you can do the same. There you go. You could also draw in your conductor or passengers. You could also add stickers. I have some stickers here that I could add to my wheels. Maybe I'll do it over here for a couple of them. Or you don't have to. You can leave them just as is. And there you have it, T for train. How does yours look? I really like mine. I think it's fun and bright. I wonder what colors you chose. I'd love to see what you did and how it turned out. So head on over to pennypumpernickelpants.com for info and more templates for more fun. Until next time.